Hello, model railroaders. John back with the 16 by 8 river layout. This is kind of going to be my end to my spring major construction work on the layout. I got a long ways to go to finish this thing, and I probably won't even get it close to done until the end of the year, or even maybe into next year. There's going to be always a lot of details to do, and I've got some things that I maybe am going to already change, except on this side. This side is come out exactly how I wanted it to, exactly how I envisioned it. Of course, I still got more things to do. I'll have to do some roadbed work in the fall, and of course, I got to add water, and I got to add a lot more. I guess I would say just scenery, debris scenery, bushes and tufts and different color sands along the river's edge and things like that, and some rock and gravel. And of course, I still got to build the creek. This is going to continue on all the way around to the other side of the layout. I'm not even going to turn it around to the other side of the layout because it's still the same thing that if you go back 5-6 videos, it'll be the same thing that you already saw. So, but anyways, this is what I finished. Like I said, I was going to kind of finish this side before by the spring and get it done. So at least I had something to look at, throughout the summer, and when people come over there, they can kind of see where I'm going with this thing. So I'm very pleased with it. Some of you may not like it, some of you might really like it, but for me, it's just, it works. It's what I want. And sometimes, when a guy builds a layout, you can kind of see how you have a vision. And when I did my last one, I had some ideas, but it just the whole time wasn't coming out to be what I wanted it to be. And I kind of knew it as I was doing it. This one's different. I can feel it. I can see where it's going. And this is kind of really what I wanted for this one. So I like it, and I got a lot of things to do yet to make this better. A lot of roadbed work, especially. That's kind of one of the biggest things here. And of course, water features and things like that. So, but as far as the scenery, I think I would say it's about 85% done for what I'm going to do with it. Other than backdrops, I'm going to be throughout the summer. That's the thing I kind of would like to do, is I'm going to experiment with a lot of different kinds of backdrops. I'm going to put some big, giant mountains in the background here. Now they'll look probably like distant ones. They're not going to be above all the trees, but in between, like the valley there over here, there'll be a kind of, I'm planning to try and put some kind of mountain in there, and trees up against the back of the trees. And in here, I've got one already planned to continue on my river. It's actually going to match the water that I have, and I think that should be pretty nice. And I might use the mountain that I had on my gorge. It'll be shaped different. I'm going to Photoshop it quite extensively to get it to fit, but it's not going to be mammoth sized either in there. Probably be below these clouds here. So, because these clouds here, I don't really want to cover up. Them are good ones. So, and I do have to add some more over here, up here. So we'll get to that eventually. So, but this is where it's ending. Look at the end of the video, you'll see a ton of pictures. I took a lot of close-ups and a lot of screenshots of this thing. And I have a couple videos of my trains running through here. I have been taking and running trains coming in from my yard on the other side of the wall here. And so I've actually, in the last couple days, I ran 5 different types of trains through here, and just to mess around with it and get some different images and pictures. But unfortunately, I didn't videotape a lot of that, and so I'll probably have to do it again because I really like doing that part. Actually, that's probably one of my favorite things: get the scenery done and do videotaping. So, but I think you can all now see that this is kind of going to be mainly a scenery type layout. It's not going to have a lot of buildings. Well, so far none, except on the back wall. I got some plans back here what I want to do. I mentioned in other videos too. where I want to make this a distant. It'll be like you're looking down a big valley on the other side of the highway, and you'll see in the distance, you'll see the town or some kind of city or something. I'm going to find one and put back into the backdrops. So anyways, but that's kind of my plan. And, you know, just check out some of the pictures at the end of this. Let me know what you think. It's kind of funny because this thing, if you go back, if you look at my videos, less than 2 weeks ago, this thing was still white and pink. So it's really come a long way, but I knew what I was gonna do. So it was pretty easy to get it done to this far. And believe it or not, putting all these trees in like this did not take me that long. I'd say to put all the trees in, I maybe have about, from start to finish, all the way down there to here, I'd say it's maybe 5 hours putting trees in. And I have rearranged them some, obviously, you can see that if you look at my other videos. I was looking online, and when I saw this, some mountains and some hills, and I looked at some of the trails and avoided areas where trees were. So, and I thought this looked better to have it like this. So I kind of switched things around a little bit. And then I also took some of my larger trees and put them in the front here now. These are 5 and 6 inch tall trees now for what I've got there. So they kind of fit a little better for HO scale. I've got short ones. I've got every size up to about 7 inches tall. The ones in the back up on the top, them are quite tall back there. That's how I get the height there. Them are 7 and a few 8s back there, but they're a little harder to make the tall ones like that. We're using the wire method. So, but I sure like this method. I with the way I was doing them before with the sticks and the furnace filters, this would have taken way more time and a lot more material and resources. So I think this came out much better than I was ever thinking it was gonna. Being I tried this many years ago, and gave up right away. I just didn't like it, and I kind of figured it out now. So I think this is gonna be the way to go. And I've used, like I say, around, I think I mentioned around 380 so far. Got about a couple hundred left maybe that are done on a board. Maybe not quite that much, but close. And I got enough probably to do, if I was to continue this hill back here where the semi is there, and then the top hill right up on top. And that's where it would end. I'm estimating I'm gonna need probably at least 600 more trees. And be honest with you, that didn't take me that long to do these. I mean, yeah, if you sit down and you're thinking 40 to 60 an hour, yeah, that takes a long time. But once you really get going at it, it doesn't take long. And the flocking part, I got that really down to a science. I can knock just tons of trees out. I can do 60 to 80 an hour of that. Maybe even a little more than that. So that's kind of good too. But I don't sit and do that many though at a time because it's kind of boring. So, but yeah, I think this came out very well. Like I say, there's not gonna be a lot of change. Of course, this whole island, both these islands and things like that, this is all gonna be landscape and a lot more trees put on them areas. So, and then of course on my, walls here, the rock canyon walls, cliff walls, whatever, those are gonna have, I still have to put grass and dirt kind of embedded into the grooves. So, and that part, that's pretty easy to do. So I'll do some of that maybe this summer. I don't know, we'll see. I've already started doing it over there by the bridge, especially underneath the bridge. I did quite a bit, and on the other side of the bridge. So I'll get to that too, and we'll see how that looks. And then over by the tunnel, I have to add a bunch of trees and still a lot of ground scenery, but I am kind of waiting to do some of that till I get the roadbed and things like that in next fall. So that's kind of where I'm gonna leave it for now. And you guys tell me what you think of this, where I ended it. I think it's very nice. I don't know what else I could do to make it much better. I think it came out really good. And I think it's going to be something that I'm going to be proud to keep for several years this time. So anyways, well, thanks for watching to this point. And like I say, watch it, look out for shorts. I'm going to do a lot of shorts videos. And that you'll see little updates throughout the summer of shorts. And I'm not saying I'm not going to make any videos during the summer. I'm just not going to do videos every 3 to 5 days. There might be every 3 weeks or something like that. So anyways, that's where I'm going to leave it for now. So thanks for watching. I appreciate all the support. Thanks.